I'm just gonna do 2 videos for tonight and call it. Mm, There we go. First one from Levi
Have you ever
Nickus.
stayed in an Airbnb, or are you more of a hotel type person? For me, I've booked many Airbnbs, and I've honestly had more bad experiences than good experiences. What's weird about Airbnb is you have to book the stay, and then you have to clean up the place before you leave. It's like, hey, don't forget to take out the trash, and then walk my pet turtle before you leave, and then also water this like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing your chores when I'm booking the place to stay. Like, it's so weird. You can walk out of a hotel and not have to clean up anything, but yet these Airbnbs expect you to clean up. It's so weird to me, bro.
Are we seeing the downfall of Airbnb? I sure hope so. And I saw this girl come on here and ask that question, and she was talking about how she owns a cabin, and I want to say it's the Smoky Mountains, and how it used to stay booked like 85 to 95% of the time, and now it's barely getting any reservations. And she came on here and she was genuinely asking people like, why aren't you booking Airbnbs anymore? And I was like, oh, I think I can answer that. Because I've talked about this before on my page, and I used to love booking an Airbnb, right? Like late 2010s, early 2020s, my college era. It was so easy. You and a couple of friends could split a whole house. It was cheap.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It was cheap. It was way cheaper than getting a hotel room. What, you're telling me I can split this 7 ways with 4 people? Wait a minute. That was stupid.
Stupid.
I can split this, 5 ways with... Okay, let me just stop.
super fun, and the expectations were really simple. It was like, take out the trash, don't leave it disgusting. Fair enough. But it's just not like that anymore, is it?
No.
Now Airbnbs are the same price as hotels, if not more. And with a hotel, you're getting actual service. Like, you don't have to clean, you don't have to strip the beds and start the laundry, take out the trash and load the dishwasher, and take a picture.
And then it's also all the hidden fees, right? You book it, and then on the service level, you're like, oh, it's $150 a night. And then it's like, with the cleaning fee, with the early check-in fee. And they just kind of tax you on all these fees, which is the most annoying part.
Of the thermostat before you leave. Like, there's a whole checklist. I don't clean that much at my own house. Like, be so serious. Why am I paying a cleaning fee and then also being told I need to clean? And I don't care what anybody says. I love hotel amenities. I do. I want the fresh towels. Like, I want the toiletries. Like, especially on a beach trip, when you're washing your hair every single day. I'm not trying to use my $50 shampoo every single day. Give me the little hotel bottles. Let a girl live. And on top of that, is it just me, or do Airbnbs just feel riskier now? They do. Like, you're constantly hearing stories about hidden cameras, weird hosts showing up unannounced. Like, from a woman's perspective, it just doesn't feel as safe as it used to.
Oh, that'd be terrifying if you were, staying somewhere and then a host showed up. I saw this video and this guy cracked me up.
We are booked. We are going to the mountains.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I mean, startle you. You just booked to stay at my place, right? You just did that? That was you?
Yes, we are. Where did you?
Well, just to make sure your stay is as smooth as possible for you and easy peasy, I just got a couple little checklists to run through with you, little ground rules. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's do
cool,
it,
man. Cool, I appreciate that. So first thing, no smoking inside the house. Okay.
I mean, that's pretty common.
And also no smoking outside the house. Yeah, no smoking within a 2-mile radius of the house, because it's hand carved cedar. It's on the outside, and the smoke will actually warp the wood, and so we just won't allow any smoking within a 2-mile radius of the house. Is that going to be a problem?
Sure, no, not a problem at all. We don't smoke, so that's fine.
That's great. Thank you very much for that. So second thing is, we got the cleaners coming. You already paid the $500 fee for that, but we're also going to need you guys to clean before they get there.
See, that's my thing. It's like you're paying for the cleaners, but they want you to clean up as well.
Just get a hotel.
Like, brother, what are we talking about? Why do I have to clean? but I'm paying for cleaners. And then also, these cleaning fees are ridiculous. $500 for a cleaning fee? Bro, I could get somebody to do it for $50. You know what I mean? Why is it $500?
So serious. When I say that Airbnb owners charging you a cleaning fee but also making you clean shouldn't be allowed. It should be one or the other. I saw this TikTok a couple days ago about somebody who literally paid a cleaning fee and still got handed this giant list of chores that they need to do before.
Load and run the dishwasher, bag all the trash, remove any bed sheets. Oh my God.
Before they left. Some of this I wouldn't
This
really
is worse than staying at your homie's house when you were in, middle school and doing like a sleepover with your homeboy. You weren't even expected to do this much with him. I wasn't helping my homie make his bed. I was throwing the trash away and not making a mess and, flushing the toilet and putting the seat down. But this is like you staying, you're a foreign exchange student staying with a host family and they're expecting you to do all these chores. This is wild work.
And like loading and running the dishwasher, that's fine. Putting all the trash in the bag, like that's fine. That's what you do at a hotel. But personally, where I would draw the line is being asked to literally take out the trash and put it in the trash bin outside. And as somebody who has worked in hotels, I want to say that I think the reason they say leave pillows and comforters
leave pillows and comforters on the beds, dispose of all leftover food items, wipe obvious spills, and return furniture to its original position.
on the bed.
$500 cleaning fee. It's like, make it make sense.
But remove any bed sheets from beds is because they probably don't wash the comforter in between guests. The only time I've gotten an Airbnb was in Boston, and the Airbnb was $450 for one night. And obviously that's very expensive, and I didn't realize that didn't even include the cleaning fee or the landlord fee or whatever other fees they have, because the room ended up being $690 total for one night. For that price, you'd think we got like a house or a decent room or something, but it was just an apartment building that had all been turned into Airbnbs. When you walked into the $690 room that was the Airbnb, it was a bedroom with a TV, and then there was an adjoining bathroom. That was it.
That's crazy work, because the thing is, you go to a hotel, you get fresh sheets every day. They'll come in and clean your room up every day. Wait, you're telling me the cleaning fee's included? With an Airbnb, you got to pay for the cleaning fee and then clean it. You can leave a hotel in absolute shambles. you can leave whatever you want in there and you're good. That's the funniest thing for me, is that they charge you a cleaning fee and then expect you to clean it as well.
People aren't going to Airbnbs, they're going to hotels instead. How can you be shocked? Because why would I go somewhere where I'm paying more than I'm paying for my rent to stay at your house that I didn't have to clean up?
Dude, that's the other thing I cannot stand, is these aggressive, lugubrious prices. Word of the day, lugubrious. Lugubrious prices. These people are charging an arm, a leg, and even some genitalia, it seems like. They even want a little bit of your nutsack, maybe some of your seed. They want a sperm donation with how much they're asking for. It's crazy.
Someone's coming and washing these sheets and putting fresh sheets on these beds for me every night. I get that at hotels. What do you mean the towels I have to wash and dry in your washer and dryer, I have to bring the stuff to wash it with? I could just get fresh towels at a hotel. As soon as I started seeing cameras being secretly recording people in the bathrooms, I knew that shit wasn't gonna last long. Of course it was only a matter of time. Like, where are the perks? Like, we don't get like cashback, bonuses, coupons. I think frequent travelers were the first people to realize this, and now just like the rest of us who go on like maybe 1 or 2 vacations tops a year are now realizing.
Yeah, and dude, that's also what I love about hotels, is you get a gym, sometimes you get a pool, you get the points, you can upgrade a room, you go downstairs, there's a lobby, you can hang out with people, sometimes there's shops nearby. In my opinion, way more perks when it comes to a hotel than an Airbnb. The only time an Airbnb is worth it, in my opinion, is if it's a super unique Airbnb. Cass and I, we stayed at an Airbnb one time that actually had free cash on the walls. It's something that, it's a mobile game. You can play mobile games. You can get paid. So all you got to do is scan that QR code and you get $10. Scan that QR code, click the link in the description. Don't ever say I've never done anything for you guys. But the coolest one we ever stayed at was in Texas, in Northeast Texas. And it was a mid-century modern tree house. So cool, so swank. It was Hillary swank. Hillary was actually living next door. It was so swank. It was very nice, but almost every other one I've stayed at since then has been absolute hot dog water garbage. I stayed in another one in Northeast Texas. I was visiting family. When we checked in, I'm talking bugs everywhere. Bugs absolutely everywhere. And now I will say this. I had to basically bully the host to say, hey, I'm not paying full price for this, because there was bugs all over the floor. I had to go through and vacuum this whole place to just get up all the bugs, and they were just like, well, it's just, it's a bug season and we sprayed, and it's just, were they alive or were they dead bugs? And well, what is it that you? I was like, let me stop you there. I want a partial refund. And I had to fight with them, but eventually I did get a partial refund. But I didn't even like, why is it even a question? Why do I have to sit here and fight you about it? You know what I mean?
This just brings me to my point of fuck Airbnb, dude. I am fucking done with Airbnbs. They give you no fucking service. They're not even cheaper. They're actually more expensive now. They barely give you enough toilet paper to survive 2 nights. The towels smell like shit. You can't get in early. You can't leave your bags. You can't check out late. Like, what is the fucking purpose right now of even getting an Airbnb? We could have stayed in the Hilton right on Rainy Street in Austin, Texas, each gotten our own room, and it would have been the same fucking price. So honestly, fuck Airbnbs in Austin and fuck Airbnbs overall. I am only staying in hotels from now on, and I don't even care. I'm going to try VRBO or something because Airbnb is the worst business out there. Their quality from 10 years ago to now has gone down further than Chipotle 10 years ago to now. And that is saying a lot.
It's the fact that they ask you to clean the house the next day is the most insulting thing. It's like
that to me, that's the most like, wow, the audacity. I can't believe that they're asking you to clean up, but then charging you a cleaning fee. It's absolute wild work. But I've stayed at multiple Airbnbs, and they're okay. They're not bad. I'd say out of the 10 I've stayed at, 6 were okay and 4 were maybe exceptional. But they're very expensive, bro. You're not going to be paying $50 a night, $100 a night. You're going to be paying hundreds of dollars a night to stay at something that's nicer, and so it's expensive. It's like, do I honestly just go and get a hotel? It's like, in my opinion, if you want something nice, you want nice amenities, if you like the pool, you like the gym, you like fresh linens all the time, then yeah, a hotel 1000% is going to be a way better bet for you than going and getting an Airbnb. So I just think it's so weird that they make people do chores. That's the oddest thing for me. I'm like, why are we making people do chores? And then you're charging these very aggressive prices, and there's a lot of hidden fees as well. There's some of these I found where there's some horror stories. I'm trying to find one. For some reason, TikTok's not allowing me to like save things, so I'm having to sit here and like scroll through. Technology, right? The pitfalls of being a creator, and how tough it is for me. You guys will never understand my life. You'll never understand it. What does this chick got to say?
I have an Airbnb horror story that I have to share with you. I booked a month stay in Florida. I've been thinking about moving here. I was going to come test out the area. I was amazed that a Superhost, really nice looking place, had a full month available. So I booked it, got in the car, drove 10 and a half, 11 hours, pull up to the Airbnb at like 8:30, okay? I get out, I go in, immediately am hit with the smell of smoke. I get a headache straight off the bat, but I'm trying to be positive. Then I look down and I see red on the carpet, and I'm like, what's this? What is this? My dog goes up, he's sniffing it. I'm like, this is not good. There is blood throughout the Airbnb. I'm talking throughout the entire place. There's blood up and down.
You just walked into an active crime scene. What is going on?
Stairs, in multiple bedrooms, it's in the closet, it's all over the place. At the top of their stairs, there's more. Actual insanity. At that point, I didn't even feel safe to be there. So I get in the car and I leave. I go sit in.
You're at Dexter's Airbnb, right? he lives next door, right?
Parking lot, try to get a hold of my host, Airbnb. I'm talking to my family, like, what do I do? Because my month-long stay is out the window, and also
just a little bit of period blood, you'll be all right.
Where do I go tonight? What do I do? I've got my dog in the back of the car, and my host is not responding, but the property manager sees the message, says nothing. Airbnb hangs up on me 4 or 5 times, just is not doing anything, no relocation, nothing. I call some friends and show up there crying. Of course, they let me in, and we call the police. The police go, they check it out. They are assuming that a local has rented the place and thrown a party, maybe got injured. The night goes past, I'm safe with my friends. I hear from the host in the morning. He apologizes that he hadn't seen it, then tells me that the previous person who had booked there had left the place in shambles. So they had cleaned, but they had not cleaned up all of the blood. He sends me images of just the place wrecked before I got there. And I was like, listen, I need a full refund. Like, I'm not staying there. I haven't stayed there. I can't, like, this is not happening. And he tries to charge me for the first night. I tell him I already have the police involved. I'm like, we're not doing this, sir. I didn't even stay there. Okay, we're not doing this. After a couple more calls with Airbnb, where they again are absolutely no help, the host does refund everything himself.
Which is good. Come on, dude. Like, imagine you got there and there's blood everywhere. You're not even staying at the place he's trying to charge you. Like, bro, what are we talking about?
Okay.
This story's actually going viral right now, so I'll let them tell it.
The weirdest thing happened. We get to our Airbnb in San Diego.
It's unsettling.
And we're like
random Airbnb,
looking through it, no connections to it. We're looking at this picture, and my dad is like, this looks like me. And I'm like, oh, Dad, what? No, this is my dad. That's my sister, Libby, when she was 10 years ago. And that's Brady, my brother, 10 years ago. He is they're literally in the Airbnb picture.
We have those swimsuits. We are literally in this picture.
It's the craziest thing.
We are on our Airbnb wall.
That's kind of wild, though. That'd be so freaky. You're in there, and it's like, that's what you see, bro.
Nah, for real. At this point, just get a hotel. Just leave. Just dip out.
That would be a little freaky. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That'd be a tad bit freaky. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. That'd be odd. You walk into a place and you see yourself. What? That's nuts.
So this is a little.
No, here we go. There were some other stories I found here. But Chad, do you have any funny like Airbnb stories or anything like that? For me, I don't have any crazy ones besides like some being really dirty. Oh, here's a good one.
We are dealing with an Airbnb horror story. Mind you, we use Airbnb all the time. Nothing like this has ever happened. We're currently hiding in one of the rooms waiting for Airbnb support to get back to us. But anyways, we booked an entire house, right? Entire house. And there is someone staying in the master bedroom with it locked. And the host is literally telling us that they don't have access to the main house, so it's okay. That they're not allowed to leave the room, so it's okay.
Oh, no, bro. You staying in an Airbnb, somebody staying in there with you? You got a roommate? I'm renting your place, but I got a roommate. No. That is such a... Oh, man, that is not... Come on.
No, thank you. Simply no, thank you.
Excuse me? When I tell you...
Yeah, imagine you're staying at this Airbnb, there's a roommate, you're like taking a hot dump, you're in there just... somebody's just... Hey, you gonna be done soon? You're like, who is this? It's just a dude who's staying at the place. He's like, yeah, I need to go ahead and hop in there and drop a hot Carl whenever you guys are done. Hey, I got some leftovers in the fridge, don't touch them, okay? Hey, the yellow towel's mine, just letting you guys know, don't touch it. This would be wild, bro. What? Somebody's staying in the Airbnb with you? Brother, I'm paying for this place, but I gotta have a roomie? This is wild work. This might as well be a freaking hostel.
I'm someone who has definitely used Airbnb before, although sometimes I hear some horror stories that truly freak me out, like some of these. So this one person said that their family stayed at an Airbnb, and after they booked it, they received an email with 3 pages of detailed instructions from the host of what to do and what not to do. Listen to this, because this is just bananas. Literally word for word, it reads, when it comes to the heat, the fireplace is the preferred, more economical source of heat for the house. Please turn on ceiling and doorway fans to distribute heat and turn down thermostats for electric heat when using fireplace. Of course, the
Nah, just to spite you, I'm gonna put it on 85.
host then went into detail about what exact temperature range the people renting it should keep the thermostat at. Then they said every time you are not using your room during your stay, you need to turn off the heat and close both of the doors until an hour or so before retiring.
Boy, you ain't gonna tell me how to live. How am I gonna rent your place and you telling me how to live?
the wording, they're very fixated on the heat, because then they said turn down the heat throughout the house if you plan to be out for more than a short period, and turn off fans and lights when not in use. Or it gets better. Then when it comes to any sheets and towels, anyone renting this Airbnb must wash and fold the sheets and towels, anything that's been soiled, and if the renters
Wash and fold? No, thank you.
don't want to do this, then they'll be charged a minimum $15 per load laundering fee, which will be claimed against their security deposit. The person who shared this story revealed that her and her family that rented it did pay a cleaning and service fee, and all these little details just made them so paranoid that when they were on their vacation, they could not relax because they didn't know what they were doing
Well,
wrong.
yeah, dude, it becomes a chore. You might as well be at the crib. You might as well be at home if that's what you're going to do and that's how you're going to act. This is terrible. And then you got all the hidden cameras and the crazy fees and the crazy high payments, and I don't know, man. Airbnb, I think it's a slippery slope, and I don't know if it'll be around for a lot longer. Ain't that right, Lokes? Free? Sit.
Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Go to your place.
But let me know if you guys had a crazy Airbnb story. Do you like staying in Airbnbs? I'm kind of 50-50, man. I've had some good stories, but I've also had some very bad experiences. So I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Put haircut in the chat. Put haircut in the comments. I just got a fresh haircut. Shout out to my freaking barber, dog. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace. You know, I've actually thought about installing a water fountain in my front yard because there's so many freaking women who are so thirsty these days. Let's get off into this.
Hey, if you're watching this right now, I need you. No, I don't need you. I want you.
Shut up.
Yes, you. The person who's specifically watching this video right now. You. So, just tell me where you live.
No, you sound like a weirdo. Do you not realize that? If a dude got on the internet and was like, I need you, I want you, just tell me where you live. Huh? What's your Addy? Drop a pin, baby, so I can come and drop a pin on you. These women, the e-begging is getting crazy. The e-begging is getting crazy. Begging for attention, begging for money, begging for everything.
Are you still single? Because the ones that I like don't want a relationship with me. The ones that like me, that want to wipe me up, I want nothing to do with them. They repulse me. I thought that being in your 30s meant I was going to be done with situationships, but here we are. The problem is it's not like I'm lacking a connection. I have connections. We flirt, we get
You're a liar! You got connections with dudes that don't want you, baby girl.
along. I feel like they're my everyday best friend. The problem is these boys don't want to commit, and they want to play the field, and they make me want to be for the streets.
Why would they want to commit to a subpar? We're talking a 5 at best, baby. You want a guy to commit? This is what happens when women shoot for men out of their league and draw on their eyebrows. This is what happens.
And because they want to be for the streets, because nobody wants to be committed, and this is why I'm single. Really frustrating because I genuinely could see myself with one of the boys on the roster, and I know I said roster, but you can't just put all your eggs
Ooh, roster.
She's a runner, she's a track star. One basket, or you're gonna get your feelings hurt in 2026. So yeah, there are multiple people that I would be happily able to settle down with. The thing is, they don't want to stop being for the streets.
Because they're out of your league. This is what women don't realize. A guy that's not willing to commit to you is out of your league. Lower your standards.
And then we are in this endless loop of situationships in my 30s. If you love something, you gotta let it free, and if it comes back, then it was all yours. So literally,
oh God, shut up, all the girly talk. If you love something, you know, let it free, and this and that and this and, you know, and this and that. If you love it, you let it grow. That's what you tell girls that you want to break up with. You know, if you love a flower, you just have to let it go. I've told the girl that in college. I was like, you know, if you really love a flower, you just gotta let it go, baby. The art of courting is lost in this generation because y'all are already on the court. How am I going to court somebody that's been playing on the court? You're in double OT on the court. I ain't courting you.
Tell me what you're supposed to do when a guy likes your story. Like, am I supposed to DM them or something? And, like, I feel like I'm the girl. Like, I should not be making the first move like this. And I just... Is that them shooting their shot? Because if it is, that's awful. My dad and my mom, they met when they were like 15 and they lived across the street from one another. So my dad would like flash the lights on and off whenever he wanted to talk to my mom, and they would go up on the roof.
And your mom was probably a virgin. Gotcha, bitch! Are you?
Like call each other, but like they would be able to like kind of like see each other, and like
now, like, guys are sitting here liking my story, expecting me to do something. And I'm expected to find a boyfriend or husband. It's not gonna happen. Like,
Imagine that. You beg for equality, you finally get it. Men give you what you've been asking for, and you're still mad. You gotta love it.
Is so genuinely lost. The plot is lost. Faith is gone. Like, I'm fine with being single, but for the rest of my life, that's...
Nothing compares to a hoe phase in your late mid-20s. Look,
She's a runner, she's a track. It's just the self-admittance, bro. It's the self-admittance of being a runner that absolutely cracks me up. And you know what else cracks me up is the fact that you guys have $1 of free cash. All you got to do is scan this QR code to get $10 on me. Don't ever say Loki's never done anything for you guys.
Won't they do?
Scan the QR code, click the link in the description. You can play mobile games. It's super simple. You can go in there. I got a guy in the Discord's made over $2,000. So, all right, let's get back into it.
I thought I had a hoe phase when I was in college, but bitch, that shit did not compare. Like, in your mid-20s, later 20s, shit hits different. Because one, like, there's like no games really. Because all of us are too like depressed, tired. We have jobs, we have children, we have lives. We like worry about playing the game.
A little single mom there. I mean, it's the... You know, I really, with the eyelashes, with the nails, with the talks of being a runner, I kind of figured you were a single mom.
Flawless victory. Games like, let's get this done in and out quick. And on top of it, like, we have money. Most of us are lonely if we're single, so we're just like willing to spend time with people. So like spending money on like expensive dates really isn't a problem because like we have salary jobs with like, but we're too poor to like buy homes. So like, why not go to a 5-star restaurant for the fuck of it?
Take a shot every time she says like.
And then you get like superior peen because they've been practicing for years. Most of them are open, sexually liberated, down to try things with toys, other people, you know, whatever. It's just a grand time. A grand time. Ladies, you have something to look forward to, I promise you.
Oh God, imagine. The leader of the hoes telling that other 304s have something to look forward to. The back shots get better in your 30s. Do they?
Mistake of downloading the dating apps yesterday out of, I don't know, boredom.
I can't tell if she's 30 or 50, I'll be honest.
It is bleak.
Mole, 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 mole. Shots fired! One of her favorite food is guacamole.
It's so performative. I mean, everybody on there, and I found myself doing it too. I don't know, it's just so curated. Everything is so curated that I just can't.
Yeah, because you women are picky vickies, dude. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you know a woman that's a picky vicky, bro. The picky vickies are everywhere, dude. They're bad. Like, they want a guy 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 inches, 6 figures. Other women want him. They want him to be the elite, full-on package and the prize. But you want him to only want you? How you gonna want a guy that has so many options to only want you when you look like this? This woman looks like a scarecrow. Shots fired! This is something you put out in the middle of the field to keep the crows away.
When I say that I'm 41 years old, some women are thinking that I
Oh, it's a wrap. For you, hang up the cleats. You're done.
feel that I'm too old.
You are. That womb is shriveled. Your eggs look like fried rice right now. They're shriveled up. They look like prunes. You might as well have raisins for ovaries. It's a wrap. You're cooked.
No. 41 is amazing, and 41 is not too old. You actually are
The projection's crazy. 41 is amazing. I love being alone and not having anyone to go home to. No kids. I bet it's awesome. It looks awesome. It looks like it's not eating you alive or eating you away at all.
getting started. If you're scared of turning 40, girl, you'll see. It's amazing. And another reason that I say I'm 41 is because a lot of people think I'm younger, you know? And for me, actually, at my age, I like to follow guidance from women that are my age or older than me. Not that I like in their 20s or early 30s, because it's a totally different game.
Okay, I understand that this is going to be a hot take, but unfortunately somebody needs to say it. A lot of the I hate men propaganda that is put up on the internet is not actually rooted in decentering men. It's not rooted in the political and physical violence that men have perpetuated against women as a system. It's rooted in women who intentionally choose shitty men and then get up in arms when that man treats them like shit, as if...
Hey, I love it. Hey, finally a chick that says it. Now that video is probably 5 minutes, so we'll go ahead and skip through. She got to the point. I really like to begin with the end in mind, Chad, and the blabbering and the flabbering is where I like to just go ahead and cut it. So, yeah, women pick bad men. There's bad people all the time. Men pick bad women. Women pick bad men. Toxic usually is a very, very palatable thing. It tastes good, especially in the sheets. But then when you try to build a long-term relationship with a chick that's screaming banana cream pie in the bed, usually isn't a good bet.
Is if you're worried about being alone for the rest of your life, like, you know, some of you guys are trying to grapple with the strong, independent, you know, persona and all of that, just remind yourself it's going to be you and your girlfriends at the end anyway, you know? Because even if
the arm sleeve tells it all, doesn't it, chat? I mean, are we really surprised?
you marry a man and even if you have children, they died before us, and your children are going to move out of the house and have their own lives, maybe have their own children, do their own thing. At the end of your life, it's going to be you and your girls anyways. So, fuck it.
I love it. I love it. No sense of family, no sense of helping, you know, raise your grandchildren, being around your family, having your kids around you. This is just the narcissistic tendencies that a lot of these modern women have, where they really just think everything's about them, and if it's not about their happiness, then they don't want anything to do with it.
Not imagine having to go through this time in the world.
Feminist brainwashing will leave you alone in your competition as women who actually value men. Yes, I don't even need to see that one to know exactly what's being said there. Misery loves company, and it's always I just want somebody who can resonate with this. If there's anybody out there that feels the pain that I feel. Rebecca, please spare us. Single mothers raise future. I agree with this. This is 100% true. I believe this is a symptom of being a single mother, is that you shape and form your daughters to be single mothers.
Single mothers make single mothers good. Somebody needs to be showing these women and young girls and thems, trans and femmes, if at any moment in the relationship circumstances change, they revoke consent, they find that they're no longer being treated to the standard that they inherently deserve, they have role models, single mothers, showing them everywhere that they can be capable. We're not going to weaponize and we're not going to villainize single motherhood, because you know what? It's proof. Because single mothers give permission to revoke consent, to change your circumstance, to no longer accept mistreatment and abuse. That's why we're villainized. I'm proof.
Oh my God.
I left a dead-end relationship where I was being physically, financially, emotionally abused. And I leveled the fuck.
It doesn't really look like you leveled up, I'm gonna be honest. You look like that one skater kid in 7th grade that dropped out of school. I was like, everybody was like, what's Jason doing now? It's like, well, I don't know, man. He's wearing highlighter pink beanies and he dyes his hair blue. It's kind of weird. You know, he smokes a lot of cigarettes now and works the local 7-Eleven. Actually, you know, I bought some Skittles from him the other day. That's what you look like. You look like that one kid that dropped out of middle school. And you're raising your daughter to be a single mom. You know how poisonous frogs, I always say this, poisonous frogs in the Amazon are highlighter colors to tell you to stay away. This is like, she got the trifecta here. The big grandma glasses, the nose ring, plus the highlighter colors. Bro, just stay away from these women. It's so, I'm proof. I'm awesome. The projection is crazy. I was abused physically, emotionally, financially. It's just the modern woman, victim playbook here. Where are the child-free men?
Child-free men. No, seriously, like, are you a child-free man and are you out there? Because somebody just asked me if the Others Club, which is my child-free platform, is for men too. And I said, yeah, of course it is. It's for anyone who doesn't have kids. And then I thought, I'm actually just going to look up the insights. And this is how many men are following me on Instagram, on the Others Club Instagram.
Shocker. Dudes don't want to watch women yap. Shocker.
And I was thinking, like, why is this? Because I know that there must be child-free men out there. And I think it could be for a couple of reasons. One,
you're a yapping woman.
That men in their lives don't change as much when they say that they don't want to have kids. And by that I mean is they don't experience the same stigma, the same pressure. And so therefore they probably don't seek out community in the same way that child-free women do. I also think that their friendships don't change as much. I think that women in a relationship take on a lot of the caretaking role, a lot of the mental load, and so their friendships...
I'll give you a mental load to take. Yeah, we'll go ahead and skip past that, Rebecca. Men have to take on a lot of the mental load as well. I just love how they never give credit to the men. They never give credit. They never say, you know what, a man has to take on the protection side of the family, the provision side of the family, and they never give men the credit that they deserve. But they will take all the credit. I take most of the mental load, and women are just saying, oh my God. And it's like, no, both people take on a mental load. Both people take on some things when you start a family.
Talking to this guy, this was very much just a situationship. Like, we didn't even like hook up. We did this.
I love it when women self-snitch and tell their bop lore.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Can we get some bop lores in the chat? These women just snitch on themselves and they don't even realize they're making themselves look like runners.
For a while, and then eventually he like went MIA, and I was fine with that. Like, I was like, oh, he's probably talking to someone. I then got a message from him one day saying, I'm so sorry, like, I went MIA. I was talking to this girl. Things got really serious, but then she ended things with me today. What do you say to that? Like I said, I'm sorry. Like, I feel for you. That's rough to deal with. But like,
what you do is you go over there and go south to mouth. That's what you do. Help a guy out. Golly.
Like, I'm not going to give you a rebound. Like,
I need that. I need you to come over.
Like, no.
So every morning on my run, I pass the same guy. He's out walking his dog. Sometimes he's with his young son. Sometimes he's not. But every morning, I say, good morning. Hey, man, what's going on? And every morning, he ignores me. This morning, flat out ignores me. This morning, I guess I passed by his house.
Newsflash, you're probably not his type. I hate to be the bearer of bad news there, Rebecca. But when a guy ignores you like that and goes out of his way, he's either one, in a relationship or married, or two, he's really not that into you. He's really not that into you. So, if a guy's ignoring you willingly and going out of his way to do so, more than likely he's just not interested. And so, take it for what it is. A lot of men hardly offer anything. Good Lord, this woman looks like a retired librarian.
Shots fired! We studied how easily it is to be fully uninterested in men when you're in your focus on yourself era as a woman. When I'm in one of my lock-in seasons and I'm truly trying to change my...
Lock-in season? What does this woman think? She's a triathlon? Like, what are you, a triathlete? You're running marathons? You're a professional? You look like you rent out 5 books at a time.
My life, I feel like men get so annoying because you notice how few men are actually offering anything. They're not challenging your perspectives. They're not bringing up any new thoughts that you have in our...
I'm not your professor. I'm not your coach. I'm not your, mentor. Why is it my job to push you? You notice men never say this. She really just wasn't pushing me mentally. She really wasn't just like challenging my ideologies and like pushing me to be more intelligent. She really wasn't doing that for me. Guys never say that about women.
Already had. Many lack emotional intelligence. And a lot of times women
have no emotional intelligence. You want to know why? It's because they're emotional. You can't be intelligent if you're wired emotionally.
Nurturing, giving spirit when they're in a partnership or a relationship or a talking stage. And I feel like as a woman, when you're in that era where you need to give yourself all the love, you don't have patience for a lot of BS. And you become genuinely uninterested in spending a lot of time with men. That's not to say that one can't sneak in and literally change your mind. That's happened to me before. That's why they always say,
she's a runner, she's a track star.
The bop lore never ceases to amaze me.
It happens when you least expect it, but it does need to be studied because I feel like when you're in that era, even if you're trying to date, you might literally be like, dude, I need you to get out my space because I need to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to Pilates.
Golly, these women are like shiny nickels at best talking about this stuff. They must be selling Audacity at freaking Goodwill with some of the audacity that these women have. Men experience more loneliness than females. I'm just going to go ahead and agree with this take and skip over because I agree. But it's not loneliness in a regard where they yearn for companionship. Women experience loneliness where men experience being alone. So that's the difference in my opinion. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Men are better at handling being alone, whereas women don't handle it very well. They get lonely. That's why they get cats. That's why they get dogs. That's why they go out with their girlies and get matchas like a woman like this.
Is definitely first world dating problems. So just know that I know this, but
I can just tell by the way she talks, she's annoying.
It's my reality and I was not prepared for it. After dating men here in Chicago and not being treated well, and then also having gotten out of a very toxic relationship.
Have you noticed every time they talk about their exes, they were toxic? It's never them.
I was not prepared to date such an incredible man who treats me so well, the best I've ever been treated, and has the kindest, sweetest heart. And now that I have that, my boyfriend does that for me, I'm having a hard time receiving it because it's so unfamiliar to me.
This goes back.
I know.
This goes back to when you make the men of your present pay for the mistakes and trauma of the men of your past, there will be no future. A lot of these women do this. They hold on to these past scars and then make the next guy pay the debt for the guy that was around before, which makes no sense, which is why a lot of these women, they can't even be in relationships because they've been burned so bad and picked so many bad guys that now their walls are so far up. Even though, I'm the type of guy that can tear a wall down. What does this chick got to say?
The woman in how many days? You haven't felt the gentle touch of a woman in how many days? You haven't been loved by a woman in how many days? The male loneliness epidemic, I have the solution. The women who still like dating men need to be dating multiple men. We need to follow in the footsteps of the polygamous Mormons.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
I've heard enough, Rebecca. I've heard enough.
Polygamous Mormons?
Spell polygamy, honey. Spell it. Love to see it. Because I almost biggity bet you can't freaking spell it. Polygamous Morgans, this is what you give when you give women too much free time and too many phones. This is what happens with society, bro. Oh my God. It's absolutely ridiculous.
If you need to, always be financially independent.
Something I realized on this app is not only do men really want women to suffer, but they are also very jealous and hateful that women have the choice to not suffer after they make a mistake.
They really think we care. We don't care. As men, we don't care that much. Like, you guys really think we be caring that much. Like, stop it. I've had enough, Loki. It's about to make my head explode. Free. Sit. Shake. Wait. Free. Men are just so okay doing their own thing that I don't think women can fathom it, because women will sacrifice their families for their happiness, whereas a man will sacrifice his happiness for his family. Shubba-Danai should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt.
Facts.
Let's get some should have bought a Hondas in the comments and in the chat. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.
You know what? That's good enough for stream.